Hi friends, how are you? By blessings with the God, you are doing well. This is Dr. A B JENA, Senior Assistant Professor, PG Department of Business Management, Fakirmori University, Bihar, Balasore, Odisha. On the request, my dear students, friends, I have prepared this video, and this lecture is related to the marketing management. And they have requested me, sir, kindly you do some videos or some discussion with regard to the marketing management. As we know, marketing management is the core core paper in both the UG and PG, so far as that is the commerce management PM disciplines are concerned. So without delay, we will start our discussion. Okay, what is the basic difference between the goods and the services? As we know, we are all the consumers as well as the customers. So day-to-day life we are using, and we are consuming, we are purchasing, we are buying the many the various types of goods and services. Okay, dear friends, without delay, we will start our discussion. So before discussion, definitely I will have a request. Kindly you take the screenshot for better understanding. Yes, what is the basic difference between the goods and the services? So far as I have collected from the books and the internet, so by taking into consideration the 11 basis of comparison, so easily we can compare in between the goods and the services. So first one basis of comparison, it's that is the meaning or the definitions of the goods and services. Okay, what is the meaning of the goods? So goods are the items. Goods are the merchandise which satisfy the human wants, needs, and also the goods provide the utility. So first of all, one question is why will consume or why will use the product, or the goods? Because we have some needs or we have some wants. So that's why we are purchasing or we are using the goods, and ultimately the goods will provide the utility for us. And what is the meaning of the services? Services, Philip Kotler, according to the definition given by the Philip Kotler, once I am just recalling you or reminding you, the father of the marketing management is the Philip Kotler. So I have already posted one video who are the fathers of different subjects. So definitely I will have the request to all of you, kindly you go through the Dr. A B JENA classes. You can see according to Philip Kotler, father of marketing management, what is the meaning of services? So definitions given by the Philip Kotler: service is an activity. Service is an activity. It's the process. It's the service is a process, or services are the process or the benefit. Services are the benefits that one party, I mean the service provider, can offer to the another. Service provider will provide or offer to the another, I mean the consumer or the customer, that is essential intangible. Intangible means which we cannot see, we cannot touch, only we can feel it. Just like that is the teaching profession in the case of legal services, in the case of that is the medical services, and it does not result the ownership of anything. So here the user or the consumer of the services only, so they will use it or they will consume it, and they will not be the ultimate owner. Let's take an example. Suppose when we are buying or booking a ticket in a train or the aeroplane, or we are hiring a vehicle, and for the time being, so we are the consumer, and ultimately we cannot be the owner of the train, or we cannot be the owner of the vehicle, or we cannot be the owner of the aeroplane. So according to Philip Kotler, so this is the outstanding popular definitions of services. Okay, dear friends, come to second one, tangibility. Tangibility. So the goods are tangible in nature, which I have already told you that the goods can be seen, or we can see, we can touch it, and it has also the shape, it has also the value. Whereas just reverse, the services are intangible in nature, and we cannot see, we cannot touch it, only we can feel it, we can measure it. Just like in a classroom, what your teacher is teaching, whether the teaching you are satisfied or not, And let's see what is your perception, what is your perception attitude towards the teaching of your teachers. So in this situation only you can measure it, or you can feel it. Similarly, in the case of medical services, when in the case of any problem, health issue, so we are consulting to a doctor or with a doctor, and the doctor will measure everything and will also will go for the diagnosis and other medical examination. Then after that the doctor will prescribe the medicine. So after taking the medicine, so what would be our health condition, whether the health conditions of patient is improving or not. And so that's why that is the services are intangible in nature. So dear friends, now by citing this example, I am hopeful that you are clear. So next one is that is the next one is that is the transferability. Transferability, whether the goods are transferable or not, whether the services are transferable or not. Okay. The goods can be transferred from one place to another place. So one place to another place according to the convenience or the suitability. Let's take an example. So here, so we are purchasing, or you are using the multiple or the variety or the many brands. So that is, let's take an example. That is, suppose in the case of the smartphone. So smartphone, let's take an example. Smartphones are produced in Delhi, and we are all in Bhubaneswar. So we are getting here. So that's why. Okay, that's why the goods can be transferred from one place to another place. And in the case of services, it is not possible to transfer the services from one point of sale to another point of view. So that's why in the case of services, the production as well as the consumption will be taken place simultaneously. Let's take an example in the case of health related issue. So a patient has to consult with a doctor, and they are on the spot. Okay, in the spot, both the parties, the doctor as well as the patient will consume, or they will offer the services. They will offer the services. But in this situation, it cannot be possible to transfer the services. So next one is that is the view. View means it is, so customer can view the goods before purchasing. Yes. So in a regular interval or in a daily, we are purchasing the goods, and before purchasing, so we can will have the view whether the goods are in a right in a perfect or not. So before purchasing we can view, or a customer can view. But in the case of services, a customer cannot view the services before the consuming. Next one is that is the existence. Existence, the goods purchased by a customer remain existence. Okay, and it has the volume, it has the shape. Whereas, but such things, the existence are not found or happen in the case of services. Next one is that is the heterogeneity. Heterogeneity, so the goods can easily be standardized. What is the meaning of heterogeneity? Heterogeneity means that is the different. Yes. So it's the different. So these are the different. So heterogeneity means it's the different, not similar. It's opposite, that is the homogeneity means the goods are, that is the goods are the homogeneity in nature. Let's take an example, the same. Homogeneity means that is the same. Let's take an example. Suppose Maruti Suzuki Alto 800. The Maruti Suzuki Alto 800 or Maruti Suzuki company can produce between the 1 lakh, 2 lakhs or 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs, the same model or similar types of product or Maruti 800. So that's why the goods can easily be standardized, because so these are the same model, same size. So easily we can standardize. But in the case of services can hardly be standardized, because the services are the activities and the services are the process. So that's why it is the services can hardly be standardized. Okay, but in day by day, that is the, it may be the process, it may be the its application, and other aspects will be changed. Next one is that is the reselling. So reselling, suppose you have purchased one smartphone. You can Okay, you can use forever, or you can resell it after some days or after few times, then you can sell it. And such option, I mean, in the case of a goods, the customer has the rights to resell the smartphone. And when you will resell your smartphone, smartphone, Simon, and the ownership will be transferred. So right now in the market, that is in the second hand four wheelers and other also the books and other items are available. So when the second hand, I mean the smartphone, your partner, for example, suppose you will sell your smartphone, then you have the rights, you can sell it as well. When you will resell it, ultimately the ownership will be transferred from you to the another party. But in the case of a customer has no right, customer has no rights to resell it. And in this situation, the option is next one is, what is this? That is the surrender option. Surrender option. Let's take an example. Suppose we are or you are using the, that is the suppose the Airtel or the Jio SIM. Suppose you will not use, or you will not suppose you will not use. In this situation, you have to surrender before or to the Airtel or the Jio. And that is the option. So in the surrender option, because if the reselling option is there in the case of goods, so that's why the surrender option is not available. No surrender option is available in the case of goods. But in the case of services, the surrender option is available. But I have already cited the example in the case of, let's say, that is the Airtel SIM or the Jio SIM. Suppose you will not use, so finally what you will do, you will submit to the Airtel or the Jio. Next one is, that is the measurement of quality. It's the vital, very very vital, and ultimately what we are consuming or what we are purchasing. So we are all the rational human being, and we are all the economic man. All so before purchasing or before purchasing either the goods or the services, or before availing the services, what we'll do? So we are very very serious about the value of the money. Value of the money, whether we are getting more benefits of the value than what we are paying. What we are paying. Measurement of quality, it is easy to measure the quality of a goods, because it is the goods are that is the homogeneous in nature. So all the goods are in similar type. Let's take an example, is that is the ice cream or the cold drinks. Suppose you will take the ice cream or the cold drinks, easily you can measure. That is the quality of the cold drinks or quality of the ice cream. Yes. But in the case of the services, it is not easy to measure the quality of services. What we are doing in the case of medical services, or in the case of, that is in the teaching professions. So one doctor is the very good doctor. So all the patient will go there to consult with the doctor. Similarly, in the teaching professions, some teachers are there brilliant, some teachers are the outstanding, and the students always will take the suggestions or help or the advice from the teacher. So that's why the services, in the case of services, it is not easy to measure the quality of services. The inventory. So inventory, what is this? The goods, whether the goods can be stored for the future use or not, or the services will be stored for the future or not. Yes. So goods can be stored for the future use. Let's take an example. Suppose you will purchase, suppose 10 packet of biscuits, or that is the or the 5 packets of Colgate. So according to your convenience or according to your choice, you can consume it or you can use it. So this facility is available in the case of goods. In the case of goods. Inventory, so goods can be stored for the future use. And in the case of services, the services cannot be stored for the future use. So that's why what I have already told you, that is the production and the consumption will be taken in place simultaneously. Let's take an example. Suppose you have booked a ticket for the aeroplane or for a train for your traveling. If you will not in the right time in the station, I mean airport or the railway station, and the train or the flight or aeroplane will not wait you. So that's why the production and consumption will be taken place simultaneously in the case of services. Okay, dear friends, now I am hopeful that you are clear. Then what are the examples of goods? So there will be the hundreds of examples with regard to the goods: toothpaste, clothes, shoes, pens, cold drinks, ice cream, etc. And what are the examples of services? The services are insurance, banking, hospitality, legal, medical, education, etc. So these are the examples of popular examples of goods and services, and there can be the hundreds of examples. So these are all about today's discussion. Once again, I am requesting to all of you, if you like this lecture, kindly you subscribe it, kindly you forward it, kindly you share it. I am also waiting your valuable comment. Kindly you drop your valuable comment in the comment section. So once again, thanks a lot to all of you.